everyone, I'm Dan from JazzComposersPresent.com, an online space where composers, musicians, and listeners come together to celebrate the music we love. I'm joined today by Meg Okura, jazz violinist, composer, leader of the Pan-Asian Chamber Jazz Ensemble, and winner of the 2023 ISJAC Fundamental Freedoms Commission. Meg is here to show us how to speak to the audience about your compositions.
Thanks, Dan, and hello, fellow composers. So like many of you, I primarily create absolute music, music for its own sake, the opposite of program music, which is inspired by texts, stories, or visual media like films. Have you ever found yourself at a loss for words when trying to describe or discuss your compositions? I certainly have, especially since my pieces often don't even have titles until long after they are completed. While I find the process and the techniques behind compositions very interesting, I know that these details might not be as captivating for non-musicians. Even though they can appreciate the intricacies of our crafts, it is essential to connect with the audience on a more relatable level. From my days as a concert violinist, I learned that connecting with your audience on a deeper level is crucial. The way you frame your music can significantly impact how your audience perceives and appreciates it. And sometimes it impacts your CD sales or future bookings. This skill is not only valuable for performances, but also essential when writing, your grant proposals or program notes. So, how can we effectively talk about your music? I believe authenticity is key to making a genuine connection. But what do I mean by authentic? So be specific and personal. I would say avoid being too general. Make your descriptions personal and specific to your own experiences or culture, and choose themes that you have a genuine personal connection to. Make sure you have a specific musical examples that relates directly to your descriptions. I will also say be different and don't be afraid to stand out. While it can be tempting to align your works with current hot topics, remember that many others will likely to do the same. Aim for originality and uniqueness in your themes and titles to make your works stand out. Lastly, maintain integrity. Always be honest and genuine. Avoid exploiting other people's tragedies for the sake of, relevance. While this might seem to work for some, it can backfire and you may be exposed later. Integrity is more important than relevance. So let's first take a listen to a track from my new duo album with pianist Kevin Hayes titled Lingering on Adhai Robot Records. This is Lila from my 7 short pieces for jazz, violin, and piano. Now, let me walk you through my process for this piece. First, I wanted to write a piece exploring the major and minor triads. So this back and forth creates a sound that reminded me of the night sky, full of darkness and bright moonlight and twinkling stars. Hence, I named the piece the movement, Laila, which means night in Hebrew, and can have various meanings in different languages, which also invites curiosity. With a title in place, how can we discuss the music in non-musical terms? The night sky with its contrast of darkness and light inspired me to draw from my Asian heritage. The interplay of light and darkness reminded me of the concept of yin and yang. In this piece, I paralleled the minor and major triads with the yin and yang, the shadow and the sun, as opposite forces that work together. I might add, it takes only a half step to change from a minor to a major chord, yet this small shift creates a dramatic difference. It's night and day. This analogy adds a layer of cultural and philosophical meaning to the music, which I originally wrote as absolute music. This connection is both culturally and personally relevant to my background and heritage. So this is just one of many ways I try to talk about my absolute music, using examples from outside the realm of music to create a deeper connection and understanding. In summary, when discussing your music, strive to be authentic. And by this, I mean being specific, different, and genuine. Thank you for listening, and I hope these tips help you engage more effectively with your audiences and snatch that next grant. Bye.
Thanks for watching today's mini lesson. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Drop any questions, comments, or suggestions for future videos down below. To watch our full-length events and participate in live Q&As with our presenting artists, head to jazzcomposerspresent.com. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.